Hey all, Ryan here from Planetary Lapidary, and welcome to another episode of Freeform Fridays, where I take rocks and fossils I find on the western shore of Lake Michigan, shine them up and make them look pretty. So this week I am going to do another fishing lure. So I did a fishing lure, I don't know, maybe about a month ago or something, and I really love doing it. So I'm going to do another one. So I'm going to use this piece. I kind of just went through my slabs to look for the whitest kind of piece that I had. And this was a pretty good candidate, and actually the light comes through a little bit in there, but it's pretty solid white, so that'll be a good color for some muddy water or something maybe. So what I'll probably do is just shave this down, you know, into some kind of shape. I don't even know what shape it'll be. I don't think it matters. I'm just like gonna test a bunch of them when I go to my fish camp in about a month here. So I'm just gonna do whatever shape, you know, turns out. Then I want to put some weird angles, you know, somewhere on this thing so when it's hitting the water it actually moves. So we'll have to do that too. So we'll probably start on the 100 grit on here, but before we do that, I'm gonna have to drill some holes in this thing for the split ring, and then I just have this hook that I have left over with this little fin that I'm gonna put on the bottom of it. So we'll get over to the Dremel and we'll drill the holes first. Okay, so holes are drilled, so now it'll be easier to just grind right as close as I can possibly get to those holes, because honestly the hardest part of making these things is getting the split rings through the rock, because it's usually pretty thick. You know, I'll angle it down so it's a little thinner, but it's just much easier to drill the holes first and then, you know, grind your edge right to it. So like I said, we'll start out on the 100 grit on the 8-inch high-tech flat lap, and we'll just see what shape turns out. I didn't hit it with the finish disc because it's going to be underwater anyway, so I don't know if that's going to make a difference. But this is what we came up with. So the one thing that I did different on this one is I had the hole, you know, it was over to this side one way, but instead of grinding it down so it was totally symmetrical, I left it off to the side, because I don't know, I'm thinking maybe that'll give it a little weirder action if it's not totally in line. And then another thing I did was I left some scratches. So if I can see here, so like right there, like this whole bottom I left scratched up. This part, not much on the back, but a little bit right in the middle. I just left them because I thought maybe underwater, maybe the fish can, well, I don't know if they can see it or not. I have no idea, but I thought might as well try it. And I'm just writing down everything I'm doing to each one of these different. And then if I catch a fish on them when I try them at fish camp, I will, you know, make more like that. Another thing I gotta learn how to do is like to solder or to weld the little split rings in here, or the jump rings, because these split rings are really hard to get through here. And I should really learn how to do that, but this one turned out really good. I just put a double split ring on the bottom so it'll wag around a little bit with that tail. And yeah, turned out really good. It's really white. It's kind of stayed like that. Really cool looking. So I think it'll have just as good a chance as any of the other lures out there. Alright, so if you like this video, leave a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for some close-ups at the end, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.